Okay, so we're going to use the strap, the yoga strap today. So just put it together so you have it ready. We don't need it right this moment, but just have it together so you have a big loop. And we're going to start laying down on our backs and be supported and comfortable. So if you need to use any props anywhere under the neck or under the back or under the knees, please feel free. I think it's important at the beginning of the practice to not have to worry about alignment or worry about protecting your back. Just be comfortable so that you can settle into the practice more easily by being supported by the floor. So eyes are closed. You could take a few really nice deep breaths. And as I was mentioning right before the class, I know so many people are ready to say goodbye to 2020 and hello to 2021. I know people are ready to get back to normal. But I do hope that we do take the lessons that we learned from 2020 with us. And that our normal that we get back is the new normal. And for me, the most important thing that I have learned in 2020 is pretty much just to slow down and not be rushing in so many different directions all the time and be okay with being home with nothing to do. Being home with your family. I have valued that time so much this year, especially when I'm at the stage in my life where my kids are getting ready to move out and move on. And I was just so appreciative of this year, this extra year that I had to solidify our relationships and make them stronger and closer. It's just been such a gift. So I am definitely taking those valuable, close relationships into the new year to continue to foster them and cherish them. There's always the silver lining. We just need to open up our eyes and look for it. So just start to breathe deeply here, allowing your thoughts to quiet down. Notice what you're feeling in the body. Notice how you're feeling and notice where you're feeling. So let's take the knees and hug them into the chest. So you're just going to pull the knees in, stretch out the low back, rock left to right a little bit. Make some circles with the knees in one direction and then the other. And then we're going to take the feet up towards the ceiling and the arms back behind you. Just say hello to your hamstrings. Feel what you feel in your shoulders. You can move the feet around a little bit. Take a nice full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, hug the knees into the chest. So moving with your breath really helps quiet the mind and keep us a little bit more focused and grounded. Full breath in as you lift and exhale. A nice hug in. One more time, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, we're going to reach for the strap. You're going to put the strap around your right foot. Have the tail end of your strap going down. You want to have a big enough loop so that you can put your strap around your head. Having the strap at your upper back underneath your arms, so right at your shoulders. And then feel free to tighten or loosen the strap accordingly. We're going to let the left leg go straight. You can relax the left foot, so the left leg is relaxed, and you're going to try to relax your right leg. Even though you're doing a lot of work here, you're feeling that hamstring. So once you're supported by the strap, you want to feel the bottom of your foot pressing up into the strap and your back pressing down into the strap. Eyes are closed. Shoulders are relaxed, so actually pull them down away from your ears so you can lengthen through the neck. You can turn your head left to right just to kind of ease into the neck a little bit. Easy, deep breaths in through the nose and out of the mouth. So this pose is about opening up the hamstring, which will help open up your low back, as well as help with circulation, letting the blood flow down the leg, as well as your lymph fluid going down the leg towards the lymph nodes. This is also giving you some time to just be still in your practice and check in and see if you're able to calm yourself down and relax. We're going to take a full breath in here and a full breath out. We're going to soften the right knee, so bend the knee. Let the right foot reach over to the left, and then press your foot into the strap, just like you're pressing on the gas pedal or the brake in your car. You want to push the foot into the strap, but keep your right hip down. Maybe you tilt your toes down to the left a little bit. This is your IT band you're feeling. All the way up the outside of the leg. Try to relax the area around your hips, around the belly, and breathe deeply. Again, you can always let the head just gently roll back and forth. Just trying to relax the neck. It's nice if you can keep the eyes closed. Take a full deep breath in and a full deep breath out. Let's bring the right leg back to center. Let the foot come out of the strap. Just hug the right knee into the chest. Bend your left knee so the left foot comes onto the floor. Come into a figure four. So if you're feeling super tight in your hip, just let your right hand rest on your right knee. If you want to go a little deeper, reach for the back of your left thigh. You can rock the legs left to right a little bit and then pause over to the left. Draw the left knee into the left shoulder. Let the shoulders melt down. You can turn your head left to right, relaxing the neck. And just try to get deep into your right hip here. So you're feeling what you feel. And then just try to process those feelings by breathing so we can find a little bit of softness, a little bit of a letting go. So you're letting go of the physical tightness, you're letting go of any heavy thoughts or any stress. Just let it go. You know, some people may be having the Sunday blues, having to go back to work tomorrow after the nice holiday break. But just be right here, right now. Staying present in this moment. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's let the left foot come down to the floor. Right foot come down. Both feet are mat width apart. And then just gently windshield wiper your legs left to right. You don't have to go too deep. You can keep the knees kind of more upright. If you want to go deeper, then you're reaching the knees away from the hips and a little little bit closer to the floor so you can really get deep in your low back and your hip flexors at the top of the thighs. So you get to decide how deep you want to go, what feels okay for you. And then once you come back to center, we're just going to let the left foot come into the strap. Right foot is going to go straight. So it doesn't matter if your left leg is straight or not. You just want your left foot reaching up towards the ceiling. So even if your knee is bent, you want your foot up. Because if your leg is more out in front, you're going to strain your low back. So I'd rather have your foot upright with a bent knee. So just pause here. Let the tops of your hands be facing the ceiling. Let your arms just relax by your sides. Eyes are closed. Relax the shoulders. You can turn your head left to right. So allow the back of your body to feel heavy, as if it's melting down into the ground. The front of the body a little bit lighter. So just breathing in, filling up, feeling the chest rise, and then breathing out, feeling the chest fall. Reaching the heel a little higher, maybe peeling the toes back a little bit more. We'll take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to soften the left knee. We're going to reach the left foot over to the right, lengthening the whole outside of your left leg. Pause here. And breathe. Again, you really want to press your foot into the strap. Maybe tilt your toes down to the right. Try to relax your hip. Again, allowing the eyes to just stay closed so you can really tune in. I remember the first time I did an entire practice with my eyes closed. It was probably one of the deepest practices I've ever had. We'll do that sometime in January. So when you block off one sense, your other senses get a little bit more in tune. So when you're not visually stimulated or using your sight, then you have the ability to feel a little bit deeper. So take one more breath in here. And then as you exhale, we're going to soften the left knee. We're going to bring the left foot back to center. Bending the right knee, we'll take the left foot out of the strap, hug it into the chest for a moment, and then we'll cross the left ankle over the right leg above the knee. You don't have to lift your right foot off the floor if you don't want to. Otherwise, you can just reach for the back of the left thigh or keep the right foot down. You just want to open up your left hip. So tilting over to the right, drawing the right knee into the right shoulder. Relax the shoulders down. Maybe roll the head left to right. Deep breaths in through the nose and out of the mouth. We carry a lot of tension around the hips, so try to let that go. Take Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Let's relax both feet down to the floor, mat width apart, windshield wiper the legs, maybe going a little deeper, a little slower. So getting into the hips, the hip flexors, the low back. Really let your back open and lengthen here. Should feel really nice. You can turn your head to the opposite side of the legs if you'd like. And then let's come back to center, hug the knees into the chest. We'll take 3 deep moving breaths here. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. Exhale, hug the knees in. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. Exhale, hug the knees in. And then one more time, just like that. Inhale and exhale. Let's gently roll to one side and press yourself up to sit. And then once you come up to sit, we're going to sit cross-legged, which should feel better than if you had sat cross-legged a few moments ago. We've opened up the hips a little bit, so hopefully you can be a little bit more comfortable here. If you need to sit up on a folded blanket or a cushion, you can. So here, I just want you to uncross the legs and switch, so your non-habitual legs in front. Sometimes we get stuck in certain patterns where we do things only on one side, so it's nice to change things up to create a little bit more balance in the body. Okay, so we're going to use the strap today to get into the shoulders a bit. So a lot of us carry tension in the shoulders. I like to keep my strap looped and put my thumbs in the loop, but you can see how that feels. You might want to make your strap a little longer, a little shorter. And we're just going to start 3 breaths, inhaling, lifting the arms up, and exhaling, lower the arms down in front. So adjust if you need to. Inhale up, relax the shoulders. Exhale down, soft elbows. One more time, just like that. Inhale up and exhale down. Okay, we're going to let the arms go down the back. If that feels like too much, you have the option to bend your elbows. So I'm going to show the full expression first. Inhale up, and then exhale, you reach back, letting your chest reach out front. And then inhale up and exhale to the front. Now modified. Inhale up, exhale to go back. Feel free to bend the elbows and let the elbows draw into your sides. Shoulders are still pulling down. And then rise up on your inhale and exhale to the front. So just do a few of those on your own with your breath. Inhaling up, exhaling back, only if that feels okay. If it doesn't, you can bend the elbows or you can just skip it and continue to just go up and down in the front. So you can just go up in the front, maybe reach back an inch or 2, and then come down in the front. So you just want to start to open up the shoulders. You can come up to the top and then reach over to one side and then reach to the other. So just take a few moments here. This is your time to do what feels good. You're using the strap. You're opening up the shoulders, opening up the chest, finding some length in the side ribs when you lift up. Maybe you side lean with the arms back, with them in front. Just take a few more breaths, moving here. You can get the neck involved if you want, turning the head to one side. Just feels really nice to have the arms and chest open and shoulders down. And then on your next exhale, we'll bring the strap down. Relax for a moment, roll the shoulders, shake out the arms, let your hands just drop down. Okay, we're now going to take the strap in your left hand, and you're going to reach your left hand straight up. Your right hand is going to reach out to the side, and then you're going to turn your thumb down so that the back of your hand is facing forward. Bend your elbow so the back of the hand is at your back, your low back. Then you're just going to reach your back of your hand up between your shoulder blades. Bend your left elbow and hand the strap to your right hand. Some people are super open here and you can clasp your fingertips to each other, but that's why we're using the strap. Most of us are not there. I am not there. So, head is upright, neck is lengthened. The back of your left arm is lengthened. Your elbow is up towards the ceiling. You can even lean your head back into your left hand. You can stay right here. You can creep your right fingertips up the strap a little bit. Relax that right shoulder down. Feel free to stay here, or you can hinge forward. You don't have to. Try to keep the neck lengthened, your shoulders relaxed. Relax that space between the shoulder blades. Take a full deep breath in and a full deep breath out. And then slowly use your next inhale to float up and release. That is deep. That is deep in the shoulders. We're going to take your hands onto your knees and pull back. So let your head drop. Lean back, belly pulls in, relax the shoulders down. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And then let's come back up to nice and tall. We're going to take the strap into your right hand. Right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Left hand opens up. Thumb down, back of the hand at your low back, reaching up towards your shoulder blades. Bend your right elbow and hand the strap to your left hand. So the space between your hands doesn't have to be small. That's why we're using the strap. Pause here. You should feel this in the front of your left shoulder. The right shoulder is down. Your head is leaning back a little bit, so you're lengthening through the neck. You can hinge forward only if that feels okay. See how you feel here. Try to keep the length in your back. You can always move your bottom hand down if it feels too deep. Continue to breathe, using your inhale to open and relax, and your exhale to let go. Your next inhale is going to bring you up, and then release the arms. Shake them out. You can roll them the opposite direction this time, back and forward. We're going to take the hands on the knees again, and then just pull back. Keeping the legs down, belly is pulling in, shoulders are down. Stretch that space between the shoulder blades out to the sides. Chin is dropped to lengthen the neck. And then let's come back up to center. All right, we're going to switch the cross of your legs. We're going to do one more shoulder stretch here. Arms are going to reach out to the sides. Your left arm is going to reach under your right arm. Reach the fingertips far away from each other. So your arms are crossed as high up as they can. You can either modify, just hug onto the back of your shoulders and pull the shoulders down, or backs of the hands start to move towards each other. Stop wherever they need to stop, or palms can touch. So shoulders are down, elbows are forward, fingertips are up, pinkies are forward, chin is down slightly, and then a gentle sway of the upper half of your spine, left to right. So try to keep your hips stable and your low back stable. This is getting deep into the space between your shoulder blades, your shoulders, Hopefully this feels good. One more deep breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Undo the arms, shake them out. Arms reach away from each other. Right arm under the left. Fingertips reach away from each other. Again, holding on to the back if you need to, or back to the hands towards each other, or palms touch. These little adjustments right here are super important. Shoulders down, elbows forward, maybe like a quarter of an inch. Fingertips lift and pinkies go forward a little bit. Drop the head and a gentle sway left to right with the arms. Breathe deeply. Relax the shoulders. This should feel so good. Take a deep breath in and then a full breath out. Let's undo the arms, shake them out a bit, and we're going to make our way into a narrow-kneed child's pose with your hands back behind you. So we're going to come onto the knees. Feel free to put a blanket under your knees if you want a little extra support. We're going to put the knees together, the big toes together, sink your seat down on your heels, and let your hands rest by your feet. Forearms are on the floor, shoulders are rounded. This is the one time I'm letting you have your shoulders come close to your ears. Just letting go here. Letting your belly smush down into your thighs so that you can open up your back as you breathe into the lungs. And then from here, we're going to reach the hands forward, keeping the head down if you can. Forearms can stay down. You can lift the forearms and have your palms down, or you can lift your palms and just have your finger pads on the floor. Relax your shoulders and your neck. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Let's come up onto hands and knees. The knees are going to go parallel underneath your hips. Wrists are underneath your shoulders or a little bit in front. Spread your fingers nice and wide. 3 deep breaths, moving the spine, starting from the bottom of the body, starting with the toes. Take a deep breath in as you lower the belly, open the chest, soften the elbows, and lift the chin. And then exhale, tuck the chin, round the back, press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, tuck and round. One more time, inhale and exhale. So coming back to center, the left foot is going to go back, toes are down, right hand reaches forward, upper arm can start by your ear, but then just lower it a little bit. We're going to lift the left foot only about halfway up. So not all the way up to the hip, about halfway up. Pull the belly in, flex your back foot, turn your pinky toe in a little bit. Pause here and breathe. Find some strength, find some balance. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to bring your right forearm down to the floor. Your right hand is going to go on top of your left hand. Right elbow is down. So your right forearm is parallel to the top of your mat. You're going to pivot your right foot to the right, keeping your left foot lifted. You're going to open up your left hip and reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. Okay, we're going to change this up a bit. You can either drop your left foot and let your right ankle cross in front of the left and lift your hips, or right knee is down, left knee stacks on top of the right. So we're on a forearm side plank here. So it's up to you. You can even scoot your right foot under your left foot if that's easier. Hips are lifted, able to breathe here. Shoulders are relaxed, lengthening through the neck. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, let's let the left hand come down, both knees come down, and just let your hips go back for a child's pose. Pause here, feel what you feel in your shoulders. It feels a little bit different to be on the forearm than it does to be on the arm when we come into that side plank pose. So just breathe through, relax the shoulders, take a few breaths here. We'll take one more full breath in and a full breath out. Let's come up onto hands and knees. Knees are parallel. Belly is drawn in nice and strong. Right foot goes back. Toes are down to start. Left hand reaches towards the front of the room. Drop the shoulder and your upper arm a little bit. Lift the right leg, not all the way up to your hip, maybe about halfway. Keep the belly pulling in and up. Nice strong core here. Lengthening through the neck. You're looking down at your mat. If you look forward, it might hurt the back of your neck. So try to keep the crown of the head reaching forward. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, drop your left elbow down. Let your left hand rest on top of your right hand. Forearm is down. Pivot your left foot to the left. Open up your right hip as you reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. You can stay here. You can stack your right knee on top of your left knee, or you can scoot your left foot under your right foot. Try to relax both shoulders. You're breathing here. Hips are lifted. Again, modified. Knees are down and stacked. Take one more full breath in here. And then as you exhale, slowly make your way down. Gently bend the knees. This time for a child's pose, let's take the hands again behind you. Roll your forehead left to right to relax the neck and upper back and shoulders. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Okay, coming up onto hands and knees. We're going to step your right foot forward up between your hands. Your left knee is pretty far back. So you want to get deep into that left hip flexor here. So letting your hips sink down. Your right knee does not pass the right ankle. We're going to bring the hands up onto your right thigh, right above the knee. Lengthening your spine. Try to get as tall as you can here. And then from here, you're going to reach your left hand forward. You're going to turn your torso to the right and let your right hand reach back. Sink low in your hips. Reach your wingspan as far as you can away from each other. Belly is drawn in strong. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, just windmill, let the left hand come down, right hand is up. Option to curl your left toes under, lift the left knee. Pausing here to breathe. You can always put a block under your left hand if you need to. Take a deep, full breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring your right hand down to the inside of your front foot. Drop your right knee. Relax the top of your right foot. This is a little different than what we usually do here with this hip opener. We're going to add a little bit more heat. You're going to take your right toes, turn them to 2 o'clock. Now you're going to lift your right heel and turn your right knee to the right. So you're getting a deep opening in the hip, but you're firing up the inside of your leg by having your heel lifted. See how that feels. If you hate it, then drop the heel down and roll to the pinky side of your foot. If you're up for trying something new, you're on your toes, you're lifting your heel like you're wearing a high heel shoe, which we haven't worn in a very long time, probably. Take a deep breath in here and a full breath out. Here you're going to let your heel come down, walk back with your hands, turn your right toes up, just get a little length in the back of that right leg. Nothing too intense. Just a little stretch out of that hip. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're just going to drag that right knee back. And then you're going to step your left foot forward up between your hands. So left knee over left ankle. Right knee is far back. It's not underneath at a 90-degree angle. It's back. Top of that left foot is relaxed. Bring your hands up onto your thigh, but pull your belly in, and you're getting measured. You want to be the tallest you can possibly be. So lengthen your spine. Shoulders are down. Belly is in. Hips are down. Your right hand is going to reach forward, and then you're going to turn your torso so that your left hand can reach back. Breathe deeply. Shoulders are down, hips are down. Stretching the fingertips away from each other. Able to breathe with ease. And then just going to windmill down. The right hand comes down, left hand goes up. Curl the right toes under if you can, and lift the right knee. Strong legs, belly is in, shoulders are away from the ears. So you want to feel tall in your torso. The space between your hands, nice and lengthened. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly bring the left hand down to the inside of your left foot. Drop the right knee. Relax the top of your right foot. Turn your left toes to 10 o'clock. Here we're going to lift your heel. Let your left knee open. It's okay if your leg is shaking. That means your muscles are working. So you're up on your toes. That heel is lifted. Maybe a little higher. Knee is open. Right hip is down. Breathing deeply here. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Lower that heel. Turn the toes forward. Walk your hands back. Just let that left leg get a little straighter. Maybe the toes are up. Maybe they're down. Just pause with a lengthened left leg. And then when you're ready, we'll scoot the left foot back. You're on your knees. Hands are going to be in front of your knees. Curl the toes under. Lift the knees and roll onto your feet. So you're standing on your feet. Your knees are bent. We're going to hold on to opposite elbows and just hang in a forward bend. Relax your neck. Knees are bent. Your belly is on your thighs. You can sway left to right a little bit. And then slowly walk your hands up the legs to come up to stand. So take your time. I'm going to adjust my camera so you can see my head. Little adjustments to accommodate my small space here. Okay, good. So once you're standing, just let the feet be hip width apart. Let's just take 3 breaths. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And exhale, arms reach out and down. Inhale. And exhale. One more, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. This time, reach both arms up. Take your left hand, hold on to your right wrist, and just side lean over to the left. Relax both shoulders. Maybe you rotate your right side of the chest up towards the ceiling a little bit and look up. Take a deep breath in as you come back to center. Exhale, arms come down. Take a deep breath in, arms reach up. Right hand holds the left wrist, side lean. This is opening up the rib cage around your lungs. This is good conditioning for the lungs. Again, you can rotate up a little bit with the chest and look up. Inhale back to center. Exhale, arms come down. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of standing balancing work. We're going to weight bear on one leg, which is really important for building bone density, especially in your joints around your hips and your knees. So I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see me. We're going to start with the left foot. So your left foot is grounded down, soft bend in the knee. You're going to lift your right knee so it's about hip height. Hands start at your heart center just to feel balanced here. And then you're going to reach your hands up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, hands are going to go down by your sides, reach back behind you. As your right foot reaches back, fingertips reach back, chest goes parallel to the floor. That's your exhale. Inhale, come back to center, through center, knee lifts. If that right foot needs to come down, it can come down anytime. This is just a practice. Working through it. Trying to find your balance. Reach back. Lengthen. Try to get really tall with the crown of the head away from the tailbone when you reach back. And then when you come up, engage your core. Belly in, fingertips up, knee up. So I'm just moving with your breath. Reaching back as you exhale. Coming forward as you inhale. Just going to do 2 more, just like that. Your left leg might be getting tired. This is where you're moving out of just the muscle and coming into working on the bones. Really important. Last one. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, reach back. Come back to center. Knee is lifted. Hands at your heart. Feel that left leg. And then drop the right one down. Shake out the left. Whew. I feel that all the way up the leg. I feel it in my foot, my calf, my thigh, and my seat. Okay. Right side. I always do the left side first because that's my harder side. I like to end a little bit more positive. So the right foot comes down. This side might be a little bit easier. Left knee lifts. Hands start at the heart, and then as you take your next breath in, reach the arms up. Exhale, float back. Inhale up. Exhale back. So don't beat yourself up here. However this goes today, it's fine. We're just practicing, working on a little bit of balance, some strength. Just stick with it and keep trying.
If you need to put that foot down, put the foot down. Last 2. Full breath in. Full breath out. You're riding your breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. We'll come back to center. We're going to lift that left knee. Hands at the heart. Pause. And then lower down. Shake out that right leg. We're going to take your right ankle, cross it in front of the left. You're going to interlace your hands behind your back. Knuckles reaching down towards the floor. You're going to hinge forward. Hinging forward just as deeply as you'd like. You're opening up your outer hips, your IT band, and the area around your sciatic nerve in your low back. You can reach your knuckles up and away from the crown of your head if you'd like. You don't have to. You can drop the head. If you need a little bit more stability, you can always have the hands down on blocks in front of you or the floor, depending if you want to focus more on the thighs, legs, and back, or your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Soften your knees. Hands on the thighs. Push yourself up. And then switch. So we're going to put the right foot down. Left ankle crosses in front of the right. Switch the grip of your hands behind you. Knuckles reach down. And then hinge forward. Opening up your back, your IT bands, and your back of the legs. You can just let the arms rest on your low back. You can let your hands come down to the floor, or you can reach your knuckles up and back, but relax the head and neck. Breathe deeply. A full breath in. And then as you exhale, release the hands down, soft knees, hands on thighs, roll yourself up. Uncross the legs. Okay, you're just going to make your way down onto your back. So take your time getting down there gently. Once on your back, you're just going to hug your knees into your chest. Hugging the knees into the chest. Rock left to right. We're going to let the left foot come down to the floor. Left leg goes straight along the floor. Take your right knee, pass it into your left hand, and just draw your right knee over to the left. Let your foot drop down anywhere where it's comfortable. I like it kind of on top of my left leg. You can let your left hand just rest on your left knee. Let your right arm go out to the right. Pause here and breathe. Feel the length in your spine. Open in the chest. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just let your low back come down as you bring the right knee into the chest, left knee into the chest, right foot comes down, right leg goes straight, pass your left knee into your right hand, left arm goes out, let your right knee just reach over to the left. I'm sorry, your left knee reach over to the right. Sorry about that. Relax your left shoulder blade down. Lengthen through the spine. You can put your left foot wherever it needs to be comfortable. Just breathe deeply into the belly.
Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Come back to center. Hug both knees in. And then as you breathe out, let the feet come down to the floor and find Shavasana. So Shavasana, final relaxation pose where you can just relax. You can let your left leg and your right leg go straight along the floor, or you can keep the knees bent. You can put a prop underneath your knees. Let's let the palms face up. Eyes are closed. So I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions, but I do believe in setting goals for yourself. I think it's important to have daily goals, and then maybe some short term, like a week goal or a month goal, and then some long-term goals, maybe a year out or a few years out. So just think about a goal that you would like to accomplish, whether it's a daily goal, something today you'd like to get accomplished, or within the next week. Just set up a goal for yourself. It can be something small, like I just want to make sure I take a walk every day this week, or move my body every day this week, or drink 6 glasses of water a day for the next week. Or I want to give myself 20 minutes to read today. Just a goal for yourself. Or it could be something even bigger. I want to get my teaching certificate renewed in the next year. And just think about what thoughts you need to have about that goal that will create the feelings that you need to have the actions that will achieve that goal. The thought can just be the goal itself. The feelings can be motivating, excited, confident, and then taking action. What actions do you need to take to make those goals happen? Write them down, not right this moment, but journaling, writing things down, getting it on paper helps hold you accountable. So sometimes the beginning of a new year is a nice time to just check in, reevaluate, set some goals. Let's just take a few nice deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, you can slowly begin to move the body. Gently transitioning out of Shavasana, coming into a seated position. Taking a moment with the eyes closed to just let your hands rest on your thighs. Lengthening your spine, feeling super tall, relaxed shoulders. Let's take the right hand over the heart, the left hand over the right hand, and remember that we are all connected. And not only are we here with each other, but we're here for each other. Let's bring the palms together in front of your heart center to honor your practice and honor each other. Namaste.
Thank you and Happy New Year.
Thanks, you guys. Happy New Year.